Welcome to the Fame. My name is Lisa. I hope everyone had a wonderful day. And both of Kody Brown's sons, Gabriel and Garrison, have tested positive. A strict pandemic policy has been enforced by Kody Brown. It's actually his and Robin's nanny on Sister Wives this week who exposes the whole family to COVID. They've just had a very secure celebration for their youngest daughter, Ariella's 5th birthday party, and now all of this happens. The entire family is tested and comes back negative, allowing them to reunite as they did for Christmas. Then Nanny and her husband were found to be positive 3 days later. Christine and Janelle, who have been the subject of Kody's wrath, chuckle at Robin's anguish. Sadly, not all of us are safe and sound. Throughout this season, viewers have struggled mightily to tolerate Kody's antics. The way he's treated both his wives and his older children has been mind-boggling, to put it mildly. Christine and Janelle have become estranged from him as a result of his stance on the pandemic. He referred to these trips as vacations when they had to take care of important family responsibilities. When Kody refused to go to Isabel's scoliosis surgery because he thought it was too risky, her fans went ballistic. Furthermore, he insisted he couldn't spend that much time away from his loved ones. Robin and their children were his top priority, and he didn't want to be without them. He called her the obedient wife, due to the fact that she and her 5 children always followed his rules. He had to spend the majority of the pandemic in her house. As a way to get him to spend time with her, Mary did the same. The 2 boys, Garrison and Gabe, were being given too much freedom by Janelle. When Garrison left the National Guard, he started a job so that he could begin saving for a house. She didn't want to part ways with him while Gabe was still in school and dating. They should be evicted because they were too social for Kody's liking. They tried to get their father's attention, but he refused to see that the family was in trouble. Even though Christine ended their marriage, the entire family was put in jeopardy by the decision. Janelle and Christine couldn't help but laugh after learning the truth from the nanny and her husband. It was someone that Kody Brown brought in who was a carrier despite his preaching of all these rules and regulations. They hadn't strictly followed his instructions, but rather those of the CDC, and as a result, they had been fine. It was fortunate that everyone tested negative following the debacle, and Robin was overjoyed. It didn't last long, though. Self-filming Janelle revealed that both Gabe and Garrison had begun to feel ill towards the end of the episode. They went to get tested and were told that they were positive when they got the results. When Savannah was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer, her mother and younger sister began to limit their exposure to the disease. Despite the cough, Janelle said she was otherwise healthy. Kody had the virus at some point, but he hasn't said when. Is Kody going to lash out at Janelle for being a jerk? How will he deal with the news that his children have the virus?